General. Eh. Anyway. I missed that speculative pack. It helped. Time to roll up a hunter. Wonder how Blizzard feels about multi-boxing. Just have a hunter in my pocket just to speed up my movements. Really wish more of my stuff would sell. I've made so much. I don't want to just have to start vendoring things. Because that would be a sad waste of money, but you put stuff up long enough on the auction house, you're just wasting money. You need to cut your losses.
What's on your mind?
So, any luck yet? Those ogres didn't get the best of you yet, did they?
Be good.
Yep, this is it. But knowing you were really going to head out there and fight some of those ogres, I would have just given you a list of things to get instead of just this one thing. But you're not here doing business for me, are you? A deal's a deal. Jordan wanted a shipment of meow. That's what he's going to get. Tell him hello for me. And be safe out.
Off with you.
We'll head back to Manitou and head to Orbidine again and get the gem turned in.
How are you? Watch your back.
Mark my words, you won't find faster griffins anywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms than the ones right here in Talsamar.
Be good.
Oh, indeed, you won't find any faster than the ones in Talsamar, because they're all the same speed. And there's the bridge before its destruction. Over there is Grimbatol. we head over there and turn that in. Quest in, then we come back and go back to Jordan. Then we... I guess we head back to Stranglethorn then? I'll pick up what last few pages I need of the Greenhouse of Stranglethorn. We head back there. Guess I'm gonna do another reading. Hopefully you're enjoying these separate little videos. Not one has come out yet. I've fallen way behind releasing these vids. I'm back in Elwyn. I'm going into Westfall. Shit.
Light be with you. Go with honor.
So, yeah. Remember I was saying about like Blizzard making that mistake and like forgetting about characters? An alternative to having such a program so that you have like a wiki set out, an alternative to that will be to contact rabid fans of the topic. You know? I was just remember there, I was listening to Game of Thrones cast. Was that what it was called? Give me a second. I think it was a I think it was a different podcast. No, I'm not signing in, you piece of shit. Jesus fucking Christ. 5 times it demands me to sign in. Pause. Trying to download a lot of podcasts. I said pause. Just because you add new ones, don't unpause it. I started following tons of podcasts. I think I'm gonna have to unfollow them because they're taking up a lot of a lot. Oh god, I don't need to download another hard drive. I don't need to buy another hard drive. There's one here that I have that I've never listened to. I got it because I thought I'd listen to it at some point. And I don't even have all of it downloaded, but it's taking up 52 gigs. I think I'm going to clear this off my hard drive. 52 gigs. Another here that's 19 gigs. 3 gigs, 4, 5 gigs, 10 gigs. I've never listened to any of these because I never had a time to listen to them. But anyway, what it was the podcast called? Radio Westeros. That was it. Radio Westeros. I listened to them a lot. I quite like the podcast. I haven't listened to it in ages, but I quite like the podcast. It's a good one. There was another podcast I listened to, but I had to friggin' stop when the co-host was really, really annoying. She made 2 remarks that just really pissed me off. Okay, in oh yeah, I'll finish the Radio Westeros thing. They did a talk, and there was 2 people they had on. They were major fans of A Song of Ice and Fire. Moreover, George, whatever his name is, George, he took note of them, put them on, got them sign NDAs, and presumably sign NDAs, and gave them, you know, early reads of his book to make sure he wasn't forgetting characters or writing something wrong, because there's so many different characters, different plot threads. He basically hired these people to pre-read his novel to make sure he wasn't messing up, because they were such fans of his work. Blizzard could do something like that instead. I'm sure there's rabid fans out there too. You just gotta pick ones that are, enthusiastic about the whole work, minimize bias or them being like. There's tons of people that are rah-rahing them, trying to retcon things, here. So, hiring people that are pro that canon doesn't matter. That would be an issue. That wouldn't be that wouldn't be helpful to Blizzard. But anyway, the other podcast. Oh fuck! I really liked the podcast. I'm not gonna give you details, but there's two guys and a girl on it, and she made such annoying fucking comments. Arya in Game of Thrones gets a swordsmanship trainer, and in the book, I'm not sure if it's in the show, he apparently is like, well done, boy. And she's like, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl. And she's like, and he fobs her off. So it's possible that he just said boy out of habit because he's used to training boys. But it's also possible that when he called her a boy is because when he's training boys, he calls them girls. It's him teasing them. One of the co-hosts suggests that she argued the woman on this podcast argued that him calling her a boy was misogynistic. But she also argued that calling boys girls was misogynistic because it was making out girls to be a bad thing to be. But why was calling her a boy misogynistic? If calling boys girls is making girls out to be a bad thing, then wouldn't him calling her a boy be making boys out to be a bad thing? The logic is that her calling her a boy was calling her a bad thing, rather than a legitimate bad thing. It's like calling someone a murderer when they haven't killed anyone, yeah? That's the only read I can get on it.
Good luck, friend.
That's the only read I can get on it. Is like, you call a boy a girl, and implying girl is a bad thing, that's misogyny. You call a girl a boy, it's misogyny. It's because you called her a legitimate bad thing. There was something else she said, and it was just, I've actually since forgotten. It's been years since I listened to the podcast. I had to stop years and years ago. We're looking at like 5-6 years ago. Okay, that must be a new thing. But yeah, we're looking 5-6 years ago when I 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I think I stopped listening. My second run of The Witcher 1. Yeah, I stopped listening to the podcast prior to that. There was a second thing that pissed me the fuck off. Martin apparently had to redeem himself. George R. R. Martin, that's it. George R. R. Martin had to redeem himself because the character says poison is the tool of cravens, cowards, I think he says 4 things, but maybe all I can think is cowards, cowards, eunuchs, and women. And it's like, he had to redeem himself for that remark by having a swordswoman. I couldn't tell, was that just her being tongue-in-cheek with redeem, or straight up meaning redeem? Because honestly, it sounded like she meant straight up redeem himself. Like legitimately, he had a sin to atone for. I get some things can get under your goat and take away from your work, and you feel that way. I can kind of get that. So I suppose looking back on it now, I can give that a pardon. But the other one of calling a boy a girl is misogyny, but calling a girl a boy is also misogyny. Literally, the only way I can read that is that he was. It, calling a girl a boy is legitimately insulting her. Calling a boy a girl is insulting women, but calling a girl a boy is insulting women. She's sexist against dudes, is what I'm saying. And she was really annoying to listen to because they would have great show, great show, great show, sexist against dudes, great show, great show, great show. And it would just be like, can someone, like, it's just obnoxious. It's just obnoxious.
I'm listening. Go in peace.
I would be less trustful of one not on a holy path if they came asking about a core gem. But I trust your kind more than some of my kin. I do not judge your entire order based on the actions of just one of your fallen kind. Implications.
May the stars.
This is indeed the gem Stillwater desires. Stillwater desires, but I cannot allow you to bring it to him. It must be purified of corruption. The Naga wretches imbue the gems with power. That much is true, but of their own evil kind. But still will know its power is intact, should work well for whatever ritual he wishes it to be part of. I hope you know what you're doing, Paladin. This is no simple item you possess.
Good luck, friend. Farewell.
I never did this quest before. I put it to one side, I was like, I'll do it later. Kata removed it. So it's nice to actually see it done. And I think there's a quest for the mount too, so it would be nice to do that. Because I just got that awarded to me. And I never did the 100% speed one either. That got removed. I'm not going to get here in time. Tempting to just heart back to Sentinel Hill and then go elsewhere, but Sylvie. I'll wait. It'd be nicer if this had a longer wait time. It'd also be nicer if... Shit. That's taunting. If I could hook shot onto it. But yeah, if the boat was set up in such a way that you would have more time to get on. Because like, there's like more pier for it to go by, or... It goes in such a way that you get more of a chance to jump on as it's leaving. Okay, nice stuff is sold. Seeking the core gem, Tundrous Wind Fury. I wonder if that's Tundrous Wind Fury, Fallen Paladin. Is he referencing Arthas, or does he mean something else? He's dead come post-Kata. Yeah, according to the wiki, he means Arthas. But I don't. But there's none to confirm, like, it is Arthas. There's other Presume there's other fallen paladins. Okay, apparently he got new quests in Burning Crusade. He's visited by a Draenei adventurer sent by Kella. He promised to send aid to anchorite Piltus after speaking with the townspeople and the Sentinels. Sometime ran a wolf runner pulled Tundras from harm's way. Eventually he sent Alliance adventurers to assist her in Ashenvale. So I guess the breadcrumb quest from Darkshore to Ashenvale. Apparently he gets murked by Twilight's Hammer cultists, and then his spirit is coaxed into the form of a wisp. Yalda sent adventurers to coax the spirit. The spirit is then released in the form of a wisp. In the RPG, apparently he's actually the leader of the of Orbidine, but the RPG is not canon. I'm going to get a two-handed mace from this quest. 6 int, 7 stamina, 12 spirit. Unless it's rejigged for SOD. It would have been an upgrade over what I had. But I'm happy with I'm happy with this. Um, I'm happy with the sword I have now. It's even better. Due to her residence in Powerwood Village and an employee of what's known as Shadowfang Keep, she may be Gulnean. And there's also Landon Stillwell and a Marissa Stillwell. And they're tied in with, well, one of them is tied in with the a Blood Knight quest. The Blood of Paladin thing, which is removed in Kata. And you also need a Corrupted Core gem for it. Let's not go back to the other area. I'll get on the Griff and then I'll have a look more.
What can I do for you?
Aren't those the footman lines from Warcraft 3? Maybe a different voice.
What can I do for you? Be careful. Light be with you.
can I do for you?
Iron Forge.
Be careful.
According to the information provided to the Blood Knight ordered by the Forsaken, Landon was a skilled smith in Baron Silverlane's service, as was presumably Jordan. Secretly smuggled a crate of blood-forged ingots into the keep and hid them in stables. When Silverlane was toppled by our Archmage Arugel and his Worgen, Stillwell was placed in Shadowfang's dungeons. Unless you were brought up upon seeing this quest, would warn you to stay away from him. He claimed to be cursed. This proved true once he revealed the location of the ingots and transformed into Worgen himself. Stay away from me. There's no telling when the sickness will take me again. Just leave me alone before it happens again. He was added in Burn Crusade. Melissa Stillwell. She's unfriendly with the Horde. She's the human. That sends you to. Oh, no way. She can be found at Goldshire in Elwyn Forest. Ah, she's the one that rewards you for buying the collector's edition. Gives you a panda collar, Diablo Stone, or a Zergling leash. That was then removed in Cata. It feels distasteful to me for you to buy a collector's edition and get only one of 3 pets. It feels like you should be able to get all things, you know? Can I be honest? I can't think of collector's editions and shit without thinking that BlizzCon ticket I got when I was 15 and never got the pet for it. Blizzard doesn't have it on the systems. I watched the Jack Black concert. Mum bought it for me. It was on my account, but they don't know of it. Something went wrong and I never got the pet. Whenever I think of it, I suddenly feel immense swell of panic. And I almost feel sick. I don't know why. It's not that big of a deal, but it's something I should have, and it was given to me as a gift. It's something I really wanted when I was younger, so that feeling is still there. But it was also something given to me as a gift, and I'm obsessed in cherishing anything I get as a gift. Anything. I remember once commenting to Mom that, oh, you know, with that bottle of cola, they had that little thing designed to the label, where if you pull the back of it just right, it turns into a bow. Because it was a Christmas thing. That was cute, and I'm sad that I never did it. So Mom got a little label from her, a little bit of ribbon from her forestry kit, as she's did forestry training. And she tied it around the bottle of Coke she gave to me. I held on to that bottle of Coke for months. Because she put that ribbon around it. It was cute. I cherish anything I'm given. I'm also a bit of caught and absent-minded, so things still may go missing or whatnot, but anything I'm given is of dear importance to me. I don't want to see anything happening to it. So the idea that I lost a part of my gift, something that I really wanted, it's why I wanted the BlizzCon ticket. It really fucking stings. I don't know. Did she get the email about the pet? Is it because I didn't log in time? Did I, how did things quite rock out? I don't know. I hadn't been playing WoW at the time. I had burnt out on it, so I was taking a break. And I was expecting it to get the code in an email. So if it was just sent to my character, I never saw it. The GMs don't know. In fact, one GM thought I didn't even have a previous account. When I was going back and forth, different ones that are handling my case. And one thought I didn't have an account at that time. Because he saw that I had changed my email address. He thought that was my first email address. So, the GMs can't help me. And it really fucking stings because I watched that Jack Black concert years and years ago. Sadly, Mum no longer has that email account. So, well, she may have remade it, but Hotmail deletes accounts after so long. So, we've long since lost it. So, if there's any track record there, it's gone. I just can't get that mount. Get that Betty pad. And that stings. It really does. I'll get over it eventually, but, well, it's been over 10 years. So,
Need help?
if I was going to get over it anytime soon, well, I haven't. Ugh. Anyway, before I ruin this whole set for myself. Anyway, 1, 2. The items you're seeking will be difficult to acquire, but I assure you can. But I can assure you, but I assure you, the weapon I will craft for you will be worth the effort. With my finest work to date, only a small payment for the service you've done me.
Light bless you.
This is wonderful. You've gotten all the items. I should have no problem forging a grand weapon with these. I've actually had the plans for doing this for some time, just never had the opportunity to gather the goods. Thank you, Gorik. It feels good to have my father's hammer again. And a core gem. I never thought I'd see one of these myself.
For the Alliance.
Why don't you go over to the forge and get started on this? I'm preparing for your arrival for some time, so it shouldn't take long at all. When we're done, you'll be far more prepared to defend the light than you have been. This much I swear. I'll be somewhat honest, Gorik. Seeing the results of your exploits make me somewhat envious. But knowing that I can contribute to your ventures in my own significant way does bring me some joy. Yep. So, Verigan's fist. Would have been a great upgrade. And in a way, it still is. But, I'll stick with what I have.
Go with honor, friend.
Let's get to work, Gorik. I thank the light for this blessing. May it be used for justice and defend all good creatures. Here you are, Gorik.
Greetings.
Here it is, Gorik. A weapon worthy of a champion of the light such as yourself. I've named it after a great dwarven paladin who was a friend of mine. His name was Verigan. Bosch Verigan. Please take it on behalf of myself and my wife. We owe you a great debt. The world will be a safer place with one of your skill traveling the land.
Be careful.
The easy throw. Dynamite for non-engineers. That nearly always gets to the target. It's also tempting for me to pick up, to drop mining and pick up engineering. But, nah.
Hey there.
I should keep mining. It will keep my costs of blacksmithing somewhat down. Like, obviously there's the opportunity costs, but if I can mine up, say if I need 20 bars, but I can mine up 10 myself, then I only need to buy 10 more. Rather than having to buy all 20. Certainly there's the opportunity cost of, selling the bars instead, or blah 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 blah. But at least I'm not having to foot that bill, Would be like Season of Discovery is going really well. It's really liked. Well, there's a lot of people complaining about lack of content right now, but I think Season of Discovery is a great thing. It would be cool if they spun it into Season of Discovery, Burning Crusade, and you go through it. but I doubt they'll do that. It'll probably stay just classic boss. Oh, you know, the season will go through, it will end, and we'll get a new season for vanilla again. But if they carry this over into Burning Crusade, I'll keep going. I'll keep going. Like, hopefully, still retired. I've had terrible luck with guilds. So often do they fall apart. But yeah. You know, I'm nostalgic as hell. So that's a Warframe, the character name. Just thinking about times past and different things. It's... things suck, you know? You know, people having falling outs. Yeah. Just thinking about things. It's... yeah. There's just been conversations and it's got me thinking of people I used to know, that I used to talk to, and don't anymore. There's falling outs there. It's not all good memories, but there was good memories there. And just that those times will never be again. Just sad to me. That's all.
Well met.
Why are you selling a demonic a demonic figurine in a church? My eyes are on you, Cassius. Huh. You're so eager to give me quests before.
King's honor, friend.
So, I could get rank 2 consecration, except I don't have rank 1 yet. I'll be getting that in a few levels. I could get Seal of Light. Sure. This lets you heal for hitting the enemy. One judgment per paladin can be active at any one time. I think there is a set that lets you have multiple judgments. Set bonus. Or at least for a temporary time, multiple seals active. Which, 6 seconds of 2 seals could be useful, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not that sexy. Blessing of Wisdom tier 3. 20 mana, 5 seconds. So, upgraded Blessing. Ooh, gold. We're gonna be selective in what we get. Same mana cost, same distance, same cast time. You just come back with more stats. Not really relevant unless you're going straight into a fight. So, I'm happy in not getting it. Yeah, didn't I see Divine Rat here? Here's Holy Rat. Awesome. It's a minute cooldown. And only to demons and undead. It's fucking worthless. Ugh. Can we get an exorcist for that? I can see stuff all the way up to 60. Greater Blessing of the Light. This is one I don't know. Yeah, this is probably new. Maybe, maybe not. Give all members of the raid or group that share the class increased effects of Holy Light spells used in target by up to 400, and the effect of Flash of Light spells by up to 115. Lasts 30 minutes. Greater Blessing lasts 15. Shadow Resistance or Frost Resistance, Fire Resistance. Divine Shield. Full immunity, but increases time between your attacks by 100%. I'll grab Divine Shield. And Blessing of Might.
For the Alliance.
Way too much. Spellbook. Okay. I need to drag down the new Blessing of Wisdom. New. Exorcism. For whatever reason, that doesn't automatically update. Divine Shield. Seal the Crusader. Blessing of Might. Awesome. I can now exorcist again. Walks up, climbs up walls, turns head backwards. I need to sell 8 stamina. It's not really a friggin' apron. It's not really a friggin' apron. Oh, my light ladder sold. Very good. World resources always sell well. Well, most of the time. Took me a few times to get that bit of Mage Royal or whatever, King's Bloom, to sell.
What can I do for you?
Don't seem to have anything else. Here's the weapon you went so hard to make. I'm gonna hold on to it.
What can I do for you?
Okay. I suppose we'll go cash in the library script before we go anywhere to go and clear that up. Could do some like smelting, smithing. Don't really feel like doing it right now.
Go with honor, friend.
Smithing's kind of hit a rough point. Does this really go for that much? Well, as in, will anyone actually buy it at that price? Because if they'll buy it at that price, I'm happy to sell it to them. Fuck. Oh, sorry. Fuck. I'll knock it down to 7 gold. That's fine with me. I'm still making profit. And it's much more reasonable. I'll sell it for less. There's no need to charge 15 gold for it. This is not worthwhile. It's a slightly it's cheaper thing to make, to, you know, keep leveling, but it's not worthwhile. Flatly put, not worthwhile. I hasn't seen one of these in the auction house. I'm partially tempted in not upgrading to it because I'll be losing so much fucking strength. Like, oi. Plus, let's go get green leather jerkin. Wonder, has the price gone up since? Wonder if I'm selling my helms at a loss, or is the price just gone up since I last tried to make?